You've got two options today: to take your thoughts as captives or to allow your thoughts take you as a captive. Let's talk about it today. It's time for a thought check. Are our lives being ran by all of the thoughts that are going through our heads? I've been feeling conviction on this in my own life of, all right, I'm getting lost in all of my thoughts, all of the things that I've got to do, all of the things that I think people are thinking or saying about me, right? And my thoughts had gotten to a place where now I'm captive, and it's driving my emotions, it's driving my actions, and it's driving my life. But the Bible tells us to do something else. By the power of the Holy Spirit in us, we get to take our thoughts captive. When something is taken captive, that means we take power over it, we put it in a box, and we dictate what is going to be done with those thoughts. And as Christians, we have the power to do that. And it's actually a place of faithful obedience before the Lord that we are invited into to take our thoughts captives. Here's another way that it's put in Romans 8:5, which we found in our devotions this week. It says, "For those who live according to the flesh, they set their minds on the things of the flesh. But those who live according to the Spirit set their minds on the things of the Spirit." So we have a choice. We can allow our thoughts to continue to drive our lives and our thoughts to continue to be revolving around the things of our flesh, or we can mature to a higher level of thought where we're thinking on the things of the Spirit. It says in verse 6, "For to set the mind on the flesh is death, but to set the mind on the Spirit is life and peace." Are you wondering why you're not having all that much peace in your life? Maybe you should check, just real quick, check. Are my thoughts revolving more around the things of this flesh or more on the things of the Spirit? Verse 7, "For the mind that is set on the flesh is hostile to God." Feel like you're duking it out with God? Check your thoughts. "For it does not submit to God's law. Indeed, it cannot. Those who are in the flesh cannot please God." That's a pretty weighty comment. It's a pretty weighty verse. Those who are in the flesh cannot please God. So let's start here with our thoughts. Where are our thoughts? Are we thinking more about scriptures? Are we thinking more about what God is doing? Are we thinking more about what God has done? Are we thinking more about how God has come through, how God is strengthening me, how God is here right now, right here? Or am I thinking more about the physical issues that are going on in life? Let's take our thoughts captive this week and let's focus on Jesus.